and greetings from Pennsylvania. We are so sorry that we can't be with you today, but we celebrate with you this really wonderful achievement. It's no surprise to me that we stand at this great milestone of 15 years of Kids Hope. Because when I look back on the history of Lakeland, Lakeland has been a beacon of hope in the Vicksburg community for well over 50 years. If I'm not mistaken, today is also graduation Sunday. And before you will stand some of the young people that you've helped to nurture and guide through the years of their life as part of the Lakeland family. And as you celebrate the joy and the accomplishments of these young people, I want you to also picture in your minds the faces of the many children that some of you may never have seen and may never see, who have been part of Kids Hope, whose lives have been touched and transformed by the faithful, dedicated, loving commitment of members of our church family who have gone weekly to meet these children where they are and journey with them in part of their life, helping them to reach greater heights than maybe they had even realized they could. It is such a joy to know that something that we started so many years ago continues to be so vibrant and lively and touches lives not just of the children but of the volunteers and of the teachers and the parents who come in contact with it. I so vividly remember the day that Pastor Rick Deshawn and I were having a conversation about this wonderful program that an old college friend of his had been developing. Wait, Virgil, I probably shouldn't have said old college friend, maybe dear college friend. That might make you feel better. But we were very excited, and Rick was particularly excited about all that Kids Hope could bring, not just to Lakeland and to our community, for the children in our community. And indeed, that has proved to be absolutely what has happened. Over the years, we've had many directors. I was privileged to have been the first director at Lakeland, and to watch the program just take off with such a buzz. It just captured the hearts and minds of so many in our community and in our church. And under the leadership of many directors since then, and certainly now under the exceptional leadership of Vicki, Kids Hope continues to make a great difference. I want you to know that those of you who have been mentors, the children that you've worked with will never forget you. I'm still in contact with several of the children that I mentored, and actually children who were part of the program that I just knew from being a mentor. And I think back on the lives of some of the volunteers who were part of Kids Hope, and I particularly remember Chris Carlson and the very first public relations picture that we took that was in the Kalamazoo Gazette and then in the Vicksburg Commercial Express at the time. And Chris was standing right next to me, and he was holding his child, the first child that Chris was matched with as one of our first volunteers. And the smile on that child's face was only pales in comparison to the smile that was on Chris's face. And so I know that this year Chris went to be with our Lord, and I know that when he was welcomed to heaven, God said, "Well done, good and faithful servant." But I know that on this earth, Chris heard those words from the arms of that small child who loved and cared about him. And I know that that can be said for many of the Kids Hope volunteers at Lakeland, by many of the children that they have worked with. And so I'm just delighted to be a part of this from a distance, and we wish you the very, very best. I want you to remember that the little things that you do make a great difference, and in many cases make an eternal difference for the children that have been a part of Kids Hope. When I was first a director at Lakeland and then became the national director, one of the first directors that I trained shared with me this quote, and I will share it with you now. And it said, "How many have failed except that hope sustained them through the dark times of life until the light could dawn." And when I think of Kids Hope, that's what I think you're doing. You're bringing hope into the lives of children who might be in a little bit of darkness and allowing them to look forward to the light, not just the light of a great future, but the light and the hope of a possible relationship with Christ. So continued blessings. God bless you all. And I look forward to joining you for your 30th anniversary of Kids Hope. Blessings from Pennsylvania. Bye.